Hello. Thank you for tuning into my channel. It's Whip It Wednesday for Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. So here's the deal. I am really excited to share what I've been working on this week, but I don't have a lot of projects to share. There are just two that we're going to talk about today. One is I have finished quilting the snail trail quilt. I am super excited about it. I'm going to insert a picture here, or two pictures, one of the front and one of the back before I cut the edges off. And so you can kind of see the work that went into this. And then I'm going to take some time and show you what it looks like now that I've stitched the binding on the front. I still have to go through and do the back, but I'm so excited to have this much done because now the quilt's so small that it shouldn't take too long to stitch that binding onto the back. But I want to show it to you anyway, so stay tuned so you can see what this quilt looks like. Here is the snail trail quilt all quilted. I'm going to go up closer and let you see the whole thing. You can see on the sides where I have extended the rows out into the borders. I love that little square that's created in the black right there because of the way that the lines went. I ended up putting stitching in the ditch, but then also extending this corner. Let me see if I can point it out. So I stitched in the ditch for this side and this side. No, that's not a stitch in the ditch. This is a stitch in the ditch, but I also extended here all the way out to the edge, and then here, and then two lines here. So it makes a nice little grid in the corner. I'm really happy with that. And all of the blocks are quilted in the ditch around that pattern. It's so cool. All right, I'm going to take a second and turn it over so that you can see it. I'm actually going to turn it over and hold the camera, so if I make you dizzy, I'm sorry. But let's flip it over so that we can really see what it looks like. Well, the quilting anyway. Not sure if you can see it yet, but I'm going to zoom out in just a minute. So hopefully you'll get the whole effect. But it is so, so cool. I'm so glad that this is done. And I can just stitch this binding on. Oh, I want to show you the little tag too. So let's do that as well. And you can see probably the threads that I still need to tuck. And that's great. I don't mind doing that. And if I can, I'll do it while I'm quilting, like at the end of each, while I'm stitching the binding on. So at the end of each little section, maybe I'll get to tuck some threads in. So here we go. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So that is the basic quilting pattern. And it's on all of the blocks. And you can see now that the quilt has no pins in it. Okay. And now for the tag, it's over here on the side. I actually named this quilt Slow and Steady, like a snail. Very cool. I know that that's more like the tortoise and the hare, but you know what? It is what it is. I already made the tag. Okay, so here's the back of the quilt. Let me zoom out. So happy to have it done. Can't wait to get the binding stitched on so I could get it sent off to its owner. The other project that I started working on was I started stuffing this bear. As soon as I got done quilting or putting the binding on that quilt, I was like, now I felt open enough or free enough that I could work a little bit on this bear. So he has a head. It's almost all the way stuffed. I'm a little bit concerned because of the back. I think what happened here is that maybe the interfacing fell off, and so that part's a little bit more stretchy. And I keep trying to push the polyfill over, but it's not working. So I might just stuff it a little bit more and see if I can get it a little better. But the head is basically stuffed. It could use a little bit more, of course. But hopefully I can finish stuffing this really soon. I am also excited about getting those pillow covers made for my sister. I think I'm going to have to push it back to the weekend. So maybe this Saturday I can get them all done and get them in the mail to her soon. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Also, let me know what you've been working on. I'd love to hear about your projects as you listen to me talk about mine. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!